right now on 18 Eyewitness News.
Clay Waller will be in court on Thursday. Also, Jason Smith wins the 8th District. Plus, there's a big yard sale coming to town to help a good cause. All these stories and my latest storm tracker weather forecast. 18 Eyewitness News starts right now.
18 Eyewitness News starts now.
Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on 18 Eyewitness News. I'm Dustin Kopp in for Fred Dawkins. Clay Waller will be in court on Thursday and is expected to enter a guilty plea. Waller is currently awaiting trial for charges related to the disappearance of his estranged wife, Jackie Waller. He will be sentenced after the hearing. The prosecutor's office confirms that the remains of Jackie were recovered by law enforcement last week. However, they are not releasing where the body was found. We will continue to follow this story and bring you the latest on KDKZ18.com and 18 Eyewitness News. Republican State Representative Jason Smith won Tuesday's special election for the 8th District congressional seat vacated by longtime U.S. Representative Joanne Emerson. Smith defeated Democratic State Representative Steve Hodges in the Republican-leading 8th Congressional District. District-wide results saw Smith win big over Hodges with a total of 42,145 votes to just 17,203. Emerson resigned in January to lead the National Rural Electric Cooperative Association. The Missouri State Highway Patrol is reporting that a Deloge police officer was recently arrested for suspicion of DWI. 37-year-old John Upchurch, who has been with the Deloge Police Department since 2006, was arrested in Stoddard County on suspicion of driving while intoxicated and careless and imprudent driving. Upchurch has since been released. Reports say that he is still working on the force. We'll continue to follow the story and bring you the latest on KDKZ18.com and 18 Eyewitness News. 26-year-old Norman Hahn of Fredericktown has been charged with first-degree endangering the welfare of a child, possession of a controlled substance, distribution of a controlled substance, and keeping or maintaining a public nuisance. Deputies recently performed a well-being check on the children in the home. Deputies say they asked permission to search the home and Hahn consented. Inside, they discovered 2 marijuana plants growing in a cabinet on the ground level within reach of 2 small children ages 1 and 3. Deputies also found packaged marijuana, digital scales, and other paraphernalia, as well as a clear plastic bag containing Xanax pills. They also found 2 loaded firearms. According to a probable cause statement, Hahn told deputies that he believed his drug activity to be dangerous enough to keep a firearm. After being read his Miranda rights, deputies say Hahn admitted the items were his and he consented to the search, and that he purchased marijuana for resale approximately twice a week. Hahn is out on a $25,000 bond. He is scheduled for an arraignment June 27th. Temperatures across the area in the upper 70s in most areas. 78 right now in Ironton, 78 right now in St. Genevieve, Fredericktown at 79, as well as in Piedmont and Cape Girardeau at 82. Looking ahead through the next several hours, we will be seeing isolated thunderstorms throughout the area. 77 degrees at 7 p.m. By 9 p.m., 73. And midnight temperature around 69. How long will these thunderstorms last? I'll get you all the weather information coming up in your Storm Tracker weather forecast later on. When we come back, there is a big yard sale coming to town to help a good cause. That story only on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Archer Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Archer Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
You're watching 18 Eyewitness News with Fred Dawkins and Dustin Kopp. 18 Eyewitness News continues.
The New Beginnings Community Service, Inc. will be having a huge yard sale at the end of this week. Kathy Grogan tells 18 Eyewitness News where the location this year is.
Last several years, we have been at that gas station that was closed in Farmington, right across the parking lot from Walmart. They had that big overhang, so that was a perfect place. That building is being used for other things now, so we have moved to the St. Francis County Fairgrounds. The Fair Board has been wonderful and supportive. I love how they step in and help on these community-based things.
Kathy says that she hopes that this will be the home of the yard sale for years to come. The sale is Friday and Saturday, starting at 7 a.m. both days at the San Francisco County Fairgrounds. There will be all kinds of items, including furniture, books, toys, and clothes. For more information, call 573-760-3609. A Potosi man was seriously injured after the motorcycle he was driving and a car collided Monday on Highway 8 at Porter Road in Washington County. 56-year-old Alfred Sarah was taken to Mercy Creve Coeur by ambulance. The driver of the other vehicle, 57-year-old Karen Drennan of Potosi, sustained minor injuries and was taken to a Washington County memorial by ambulance. The accident occurred as a southbound 2012 Harley Davidson driven by a Sarah turned left from a driveway into the path of the westbound 2002 Chevrolet Cavalier driven by Drennan. A Sarah was wearing a helmet and Drennan was wearing a seatbelt. The U.S. Department of Agriculture has designated 7 counties in northern Missouri and 5 counties in eastern Missouri as natural disasters because of severe storms, straight-line winds, and flooding that occurred from mid-April to early May. 7 of the counties are contiguous to counties in Iowa that have been declared primary disasters because of severe weather that occurred from April 17th through the 30th. 5 other Missouri counties are contiguous to counties in Illinois that have been declared primary disasters because of severe weather that occurred from April 16th to May 5th. Farmers in those counties who suffered qualified losses are eligible for low-interest loans and other federal assistance. A disaster designation allows eligible farmers to be considered for assistance from the USDA Farm Service Agency, including FSA emergency loans. Affected farmers can contact their local FSA office for more information. To see a list of the counties that are affected by this, visit our website, KDKZ18.com. Right now, nominations to select a member of the governing board of the East Missouri Action Agency in Iron County is taking place. This will take place through June 30th. Any low-income resident may pick up a nomination form from their local East Missouri Action Agency outreach office. Only low-income residents of the county qualified by conforming to established poverty guidelines may participate. The election will be held throughout the month of July. For more information, visit our website, KDKZ18.com. When we come back, I'll have your latest Missouri State headlines. We'll be right back.
For 15 years, Heartland Furniture and Appliance has been the leader in price for Restonic bedding, Whirlpool-built Crosley appliances, Frigidaire appliances, sofa sets, recliners, accent furniture, and White's metal detectors. Same-day delivery with no waiting. We are fast becoming this area's leader in the home furnishing and appliance business. Need a little cash? Payday loans are available in each store. We'd love to have you come see us at one of our 3 locations on both sides of Main Street in Piedmont, Business 60 in Dexter, and next to Current River Ford in Donovan. Heartland Furniture and Appliance, 223-3200.
As I get ready to go into surgery, I remind myself what it's about. It's about God. It's about caring. It's about trust. It's about respect. It's about back pain. It's about neck pain. It's about questions. It's about answers. It's about people, not just patients. It's about you. It's about us. It is Heartland Spine. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
And welcome back. A Missouri woman was chastised by a judge but then placed on probation for hitting a man with a baseball bat because she believed he was selling heroin to her son. 54-year-old Sherry Gavin of Imperial was sentenced Tuesday to 2 years of probation for third-degree assault. Gavin testified during her trial that she had tried everything to protect her son, Clayton, from using drugs. When her efforts failed in 2011, she hit 21-year-old Joshua Lloyd with an aluminum bat because she believed he supplied the drugs. Lloyd was not hurt, but he said in a statement Tuesday that he was not a drug dealer and the case had damaged his reputation. Clayton Gavin says he's been off drugs for more than a year. The Missouri Court of Appeals has upheld a decision to remove the mayor of the Northwest Missouri town from office. Rita Rhodes was ousted as mayor of Tracy last July for hiring her son-in-law to do repair work for the city. Platte County prosecutor Eric Zahan argued that Rhodes violated the Missouri Constitution's ban on nepotism when she paid her son-in-law $100 to fix the city's sign. The appeals court on Tuesday upheld a Platte County judge's decision to remove Rhodes as mayor. Rhodes argued in her appeal that her son-in-law was acting as an independent contractor, meaning she didn't give him employment with the city. The court said it disagreed. Cape Girardeau County prosecutors have dropped charges against a suspect in a 1980 rape. In January, prosecutors charged convicted rapist Daryl Davis with the rape of then 19-year-old Southeast Missouri State University student. Officials said DNA evidence linked Davis to the crime. Davis, a St. Louis native, is serving 9 life sentences in Missouri for 16 felony offenses, including 8 convictions for rape and 1 for forcible sodomy. All of those crimes happened in the St. Louis area in the late 1980s and early 1990s. The 1980 case was scheduled for a preliminary hearing Tuesday, but Cape Girardeau prosecutors said the case had been dismissed. A former Northeast Missouri college student who claimed she had terminal cancer has been sentenced to 5 years of probation for forgery. 23-year-old Victoria Marut of St. Peter's must also do 100 hours of community service under the sentence imposed Monday in Adair County Circuit Court. Marut was accused of fooling teachers and pupils at Kirksville schools during her internship as a Truman State University graduate student. Her shaved head and claim of having terminal non-Hodgkin's lymphoma prompted an outpouring of cash and other assistance. Marut pled guilty earlier to forging a doctor's signature for community service. Marut must speak in schools about the decisions she made and how they affected other people. She was also ordered to write letters of apology to students and teachers in Kirksville. When we come back, I have your latest Storm Tracker weather forecast. How long will these thunderstorms last? Get you all the details next.
More than 70% of the U.S. experience back or neck pain within our lifetime. For many, it goes away within 4 to 6 weeks, but some require more than just time. If you need help treating your back or neck pain, contact Dr. Frank Hayward at Heartland Spine Institute. Dr. Hayward is the area's expert in minimally invasive and laser spine surgery. Tiny incision, big results. Changing lives, saving lives. That's what we do.
Coming up in today's Your Life segment, please and thank you, and why they're so important on today's Focus on the Family with Dr. Bill Meyer.
I'm Stacy Johnson. The cost of weddings in America is now approaching $30,000, but there are lots of creative ways to save. Want to cut the cost of tying the knot? See what's just ahead on Money Talks News.
And welcome back. In order to lose weight, doctors might suggest you change your diet or change your exercise routine. But what about making changes to your house? A new study is underway to see if things like the foods you keep or the places you eat can affect your health. With more, here's Clark Powell.
Monique Payne says she does what she can to lead a healthy lifestyle. She often makes snacks like popcorn herself to better control how much oil and salt she eats. And she's committed to exercising nearly every day.
I actually run 6 days out of the week, and my running is probably someone's fast walking, but we're still out there generally 3 miles every night.
But in her efforts to stay healthy, Monique may be overlooking one vital piece of the puzzle: her home. It's been said that home is where the heart is, but it may also be at the heart of some of our most pressing health issues. So researchers are out to answer some intriguing questions.
How do people set up their homes? How do they respond to their homes? And what effect in turn does that arrangement in the home have on their health and their well-being?
To find out, researchers at the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center are taking meticulous notes. They start by itemizing what foods are in the refrigerator, what's in the pantry, and what types of foods are sitting out. They suspect that those who aren't as healthy may have foods that aren't as healthy at eye level and within arm's reach.
We're also interested in what those distances are between where the individual spends most of their time in the home and where the food sources are.
So they're measuring not only how far it is from your favorite spot to your food, but also height, weight, and cholesterol. And even before they have results, the study is giving Monique plenty to chew on.
It was funny to see it through her eyes versus just my eyes. She would observe things differently than I did. So it's more than just what you have in the house, but how do you get to it?
Knowing that may help researchers know more about how your house impacts your health. At Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.
Researchers will also check stress levels in patients and will look to see if they have exercise equipment, where it is, and if people are using it. They will also analyze 100 houses for this study and hope to have results in the coming year. Many of us are familiar with the difficulty of opening some kinds of plastic packaging. Money expert Stacy Johnson explains.
No, they're not fun. You got to get the scissors and cut them, and then when you try to return it, it's a mess trying to return it.
Terrible for the environment, too difficult to get into.
No, I have to wait till an adult comes home to open them.
Plastic packaging is so prevalent and for some people, so annoying. The Consumer Product Safety Commission reports 2,800 injuries seen in emergency rooms associated with plastic packaging from 2003 to 2012.
You know, there's a term for the frustration people feel when they're trying to open this stupid packaging. It's called wrap rage, and boy, have I gotten it. You know what, though? There are some tips that'll help you open these packages much easier.
First, take a look at the package. Some manufacturers are putting perforations in or making easier to open tabs. If not, the next step is to arm yourself with the right tools.
Now, you can use anything from a box cutter to 10 snips to open these things, but before you start dragging out the tools, look in a drawer and see if you've got an old rotary can opener. Might do the trick.
Run the can opener around the edge of the package just like you would with a can. If that doesn't allow you to pry open the package and get the item out, carefully run a knife between the two layers of plastic until you can safely open it. You can also try using scissors or even 10 snips if you've got them to trim around the edges and then be able to open up the layers of plastic. Try not to cut through the middle. This is one way to get cut by the package or the tool you're using, and you might cut through the instructions for the item as well.
Now, my personal favorite is 10 snips. They actually don't look very good, but they don't cost much, and they really work easily, a lot easier than scissors. So you can open a package in no time flat without hurting yourself. Want more information? No problem. Go to MoneyTalksNews.com and just do a search for plastic packaging. For Money Talks News, I'm Stacy Johnson.
As Stacy said, he's got more information and links at his website. To get there, just go to our website, KDKZ18.com, and click on the Money Talks link under the Lifestyles menu.
And coming up in sports, the Cards beat the Diamondbacks with the help of Yachty. Deacon Jones has passed away, and Chase Daniel will be having a football camp for kids. Sports Zone is next.
We all need to take responsibility in our lives and start thinking about how do we want to be treated at the end of our lives. I would definitely say Serenity Hospice Care is an expert in their field. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, there's help a phone call away. If it were me and I was diagnosed with a terminal illness, absolutely, I would choose Serenity Hospice Care.
When you're recovering from a traumatic injury, the last thing you need is an unexpected bill. Because most health insurers pay only a part of air transport, Armchair Medical has a solution, the Omni Advantage program. For a membership fee of $49 per year, Omni Advantage guarantees you and other covered family members will not have to pay anything that your health insurer doesn't provide. In an extraordinary emergency, the last thing you need to worry about is cost. Contact Armchair Medical or visit them on the web to discover all the advantages of Omni Advantage.
This is Sports Zone.
The St. Louis Cardinals have the best record in baseball. The one sure way to beat them is to take them into extra innings. The Cardinals fell 0-4 in extra inning games this season after Paul Goldschmidt hit a run-scoring single in the 14th inning to give the Arizona Diamondbacks a 7-6 win over the Cardinals. A.J. Pollock hit a 3-run homer for the Arizona D-backs and gave them a 4-1 lead, but the Cardinals fought right back. Alan Craig homered in the 4th, and Shane Robinson hit a 2-run shot in the 5th to bring the Cardinals to within 6-4. RBI singles by Yadier Molina in the 6th and Carlos Beltran in the 7th knotted the game at 6-all. Jake Westbrook made his first rehab start Tuesday night for the Springfield Cardinals as he works his way back from elbow inflammation. He threw 60 pitches in 3 2 innings, giving up 6 hits and 1 earned run while striking out 5. 45 of his 60 pitches were strikes. Westbrook went on the 15-day disabled list back on May the 12th and had a setback that extended his stay on the DL. He will throw another bullpen and then bump up his pitch count 75 to 80 pitches in his next start, which is scheduled for Sunday at Single A Peoria. If all goes well, he should be ready to rejoin the club in St. Louis. The Kansas City Royals have reached an all-new low when it comes to fertility at the K. The Royals were held to 4 hits and couldn't deliver when it mattered the most, going 0-7 with runners in scoring position. The Royals lost to the Minnesota Twins 3-0 for their 11th straight defeat at home. That passes the mark set last year as the start of the season. That's today in sports, guys. It's back to you at the news desk. I'm Aaron Cox.
And that does it for 18 Eyewitness News. Stay connected with us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week by visiting our website. That's KDKZ18.com. We'll see you next time right back here on 18 Eyewitness News.
When you see news happening in your area, let us know about it. You can call our news department at 573-701-9590 or email us at news@DawkinsBroadcastGroup.com.